Torchlight Infinite Academy. Defenses. I was not sure when I started doing this thing if I should continue or not, but I end up gathering a lot of info. Maybe it will be useful for you, maybe not. I haven't found any good guide. Maybe I was just blind on YouTube, which talks about stats, affixes, defense options, attack options, how you actually build a character in Torchlight Infinite game. And I've tried to also look for wiki information, and unlike Path of Exile, there is wiki, but I found it very not satisfied. I was not satisfied with what I found. So overall, I gathered some information about the defenses. As you already can know, this video is about the defenses. Okay, we will go through the basics. We will also go through some more interesting, maybe advanced stuff. And on the end, I would like to show you one interesting thing. So if you are a complete beginner and you want to understand something, you have some questions, you will maybe find some answers. Energy shield, armor, evasion. Okay, so these are basic mechanics to protect yourself from harm. Energy shield, armor, evasion. You have 4 resistances. In Path of Exile, you have a poison, I think, right? Or a chaos resistance, yes. Here you have a erosion. You have a fire call, lightning, and then erosion. In Path of Exile, you have a 75% base maximum. Here you have a 60, which is interesting because you don't need that much on the equipment. And also there is some kind of calculation. In Path of Exile, you have like 40, 40, 40 on one equipment. Here you can have a 20 or 15. It adds up very quickly and you can cap the resistance much more easier. Well, I can't tell you in the end game, there might be some difficulties I can now see, but I will not go into extreme details, advanced stuff. That will be on the future videos, I would say. So max base resistance is 60, and interesting, you can rise the base maximum resistance to 90, which is basically, you can see the formula, normal like a damage reduction from the elemental damage. And how you can rise that up? Well, I will not tell you every single solution, but I found out that the helmets, chest, boots, and gloves can have a +5. It's base affix. It's not a suffix or prefix, but it's base affix. Energy shield, not much about the energy shield. There is like, you have more HP, basically. So one shots can be protected. Here have a more energy shield than life. You can find more bonuses to energy shield than bonuses to life on a gear or any other stuff in the game, because you don't have only gear. You have like multiple things how to improve your character. Evasion, well, maximum as you can see is 75. You cannot rise the cap of evasion, so that's it. And you don't have like you have on the gear like plus 25% to evasion, not on the gear but somewhere, maybe on the gear. You still need to have like base evasion points, and that points will be like transferred to evasion percentage, and then you can add getting some affixes with a percentage to your maximum evasion. Then what else? Armor. I also included example of armor that mitigates physical damage. By the way, armor also mitigates your non-physical damage, but it's not 80% maximum, it's 60. So there is a formula. The same amount of armor will mitigate less non-physical, less fire damage than mitigate physical. Yeah, so if you have 20,000 armor, you have 77 damage reduction. But it's same as in Path of Exile or whatever. The higher the number is, the harder to get there. It's exponential formula. It will start slow down the percentage. Okay, then there is one more mechanic. It's called block. And basically, you can block physical and elemental damage. I believe I added information. There is not much block on the shield. Don't be like that. Okay, I will go shield and sword and think about like this is the way. No, a block is you can find a block chance. You have let's say you have 80% chance. In 20% times, you will not block. Then you have a block ratio, and you can rise the both stats, the block chance and block ratio. Block ratio is basically you will block not 30% by default because that is default, but you can block, let's say, 60%. Then you have also attack and spell block chance on the helmet, chest, and boots. And gloves doesn't have this stat for some reason at this point of me recording the video, which is basically the Borax season, January 2026. So let's go further. Oh, by the way, if you haven't subscribed, if you found this video helpful, I'm trying to reach affiliate with YouTube. Consider subscribing, but I mean, you don't have to. What is next thing? I made some examples. If you are interested in some math, you can read what you see on the screen. It's basically if you have armor, block, how much you will actually mitigate on the end. Feel free to pause the video. I'm not sure if you can reach 8000 HP in the game or 10,000 energy shield or all these stats together, but it's just comparison. And also if the hits are like 150,000 physical damage, I'm not so sure. It's just example. Seems like block chance, block ratio, like can mitigate the best. This is like defensive priority. Check what is the most effective. I don't know, evasion like it's not useful because you cannot like rise it. Maybe resistances though, of course they are useful. You need them, but it's just damage mitigation. Okay, and that there is, I think this video is also too long. Okay, that's it. And this is my first take on the defenses. It's just basic overview with some examples and percentage examples. In the next video, I will be talking about, we will go to the affixes. Thank you.